Call the member for Holt.
Deputy Speaker, I rise today on behalf of the Oromo community in Melbourne to again raise my concern about the actions of the state security forces in Ethiopia, with new and deeply concerning developments since the peaceful protests were conducted through Oromia, Ethiopia's largest region, in November 2015. Human Rights Watch has reported that during this protest period, over 400 people have been estimated to have been killed, tens of thousands arrested, and hundreds have been victims of enforced disappearances. These atrocities have been directly identified as being conducted by the Ethiopian government. As an example, on the 4th of September 2016, whilst we celebrated Father's Day here in this country, the Oromo Nation was mourning the death of over 60 Oromos in a prison that was set ablaze, a prison called the Kalinto prison. This comes after 9 months of peaceful protests, which have spread countrywide with the emergence of the Amara protests in the north and the intensification of the Konso protests in the south. Renowned leaders like Bekele Gerber have been issuing letters to the public to continue the peaceful protest and implement a program of civil disobedience. An example, a grand rally was conducted on the 6th of August 2016, where in one city of Asasa alone, over 20 peaceful protesters were killed. The imprisoned protest leaders have also issued a 5-day market boycott before the Ethiopian New Year. The timing of this economic boycott was critical, as it substantially reduced consumer and general spending by the public and government during this period. The boycotts on the Ethiopian Commercial Bank, telecommunications and transport services lasted until the 13th of September. About 60% of Ethiopia's GDP is from the Oromia region, hence the consequences. Oromo farmers, artists and professional athletes are the backbone of Ethiopia, Mr Deputy Speaker, but have many years been marginalised and oppressed. A few weeks ago, that oppression was symbolised by the Oromo silver medalist Fayisa Lelesa, who was revered in Ethiopia by the Oromo people when he crossed the line after participating in the marathon with the Oromo protest sign that has been used for 2 years now. Lelesa dedicated his achievement to the Oromo protest, thereby risking his life, his career and his family at this Olympics. His action exposed the brutal governance of the TPLF. More importantly, it highlighted the plight of the 45 million Oromos in Ethiopia. These people have earned medals for Ethiopia since the time of one of the greatest runners of all time, Abiy Bikila, an Oromo himself. They've been unable to reap the benefits of their contribution to the Ethiopian society. Consequently, there have been very large numbers of Oromos fleeing their country. Early this year, hundreds of Oromo refugees perished in the Mediterranean Sea. What I'm calling upon, Mr Deputy Speaker, this is an ongoing period of persecution by the Ethiopian government. It needs to be condemned by the Australian government. They are an oppressed minority. It's our job to raise the oppression of minorities like the Oromo community.
The member's time has expired.